I'm Lauren Curtis, and I'm a full-time visual artist in Central New Jersey. Do illustration and some graphic design, as well as exhibiting my work with galleries and virtually, and selling it. Follow the dream of being a full-time artist, which is not easy. So my personal work revolves around my spirituality, which is Wicca, earth-centered, nature, pagan mythology, spirituality. Obviously, I have a Gothic influence to my work, creating work for myself that's, inner motivation for things that I need to express for myself, my own beliefs and my own personal experiences. Well, first of all, they're all part of what's called my X-rated series, as in X-rays, not, pornographic. So these pieces evolved and I'm still, the series started in 2010 and it continues to this day. So the background was I used to do marketing for a healthcare center for like a decade. I was always seeing X-rays. I had my own X-rays taken, so I was given those X-rays. And I always found X-rays to be fascinating because it's kind of like the inner sculpture that all creatures possess. It was kind of like encompassed both the Gothic side of me and the art side and my nature lover side. It talks about life and death. It's sculptural and artistic. It's natural, but then it's also kind of geometrical in a lot of ways, the way the human body and bones are structured. So I started photographing the X-ray films, making digital collages with them, utilizing my own original photography work, Victorian woodcut images, old Victorian photos that people would give me to use, sometimes with text, and I just started digitally collaging them all together to make spiritual, nature-based pieces that kind of talk about how nature is all interconnected, life and death, like how everything is just tied together. And plus how we are kind of all the same under the skin. Tear it away and we all have the same structure, which kind of backs up that whole microcosm reflecting the macrocosm idea. And that was the name of my very first collage, was Microcosm, Macrocosm, Tree. That piece, Microcosm, Macrocosm, was the rib cage up to the neck X-ray, and superimposed in it was a photo of a dead tree, like just the tree branches, and how it mimics like the lungs and the veins in our body. I have a similar one that's called Caged Nerves, for that showing like the rib cage with butterflies in it. So that's how it all began and continues from there. The structure repeats in nature in a lot of ways. And people started donating their X-rays to me that I started posting online. So all my friends were like, I'm gonna give you my films, so now I have like the X-rays of almost the entire body. I'm still in search of a full skull and some feet. But other than that, I have almost everything else. I actually was commissioned to do a couple of custom pieces, for specific people, either, with X-rays that they gave me or using X-rays that I had, but the symbolism and the other elements that I would collage into it would be done specifically to what they wanted, like things that meant something to them. Memories for a friend. That's actually, I did in honor of my best friend who passed away 3 years ago from cancer, and he actually had given me his father's brain scans when his father was sick years ago to make artwork out of. So I actually used his father's brain scans along with photos and other images that meant something to my friend. It was just something that was really good to be able to do, to remember him and immortalize him in a way, and it incorporated not only him but his father. The X-ray piece is really personal in a lot of ways, both on a physical level, a spiritual level. I keep creating them. I just did a new one, using a photograph of an animal skull that someone gave me. That's the other thing. A lot of people have given me like animal bones and skulls, and it's kind of a way to honor animals that have sacrificed themselves for us or have been killed, because of human beings. And I make something creative out of the bones, and I photograph the bones and make different types of artwork with that too. So it's another way incorporating nature as part of everything. Life and death is all connected,